Pricing lakefront is both a science and an art. You cannot just pull close comps and calculate the price per square foot and be done with it. This is especially true in Big Bear Lake. The reason for that is we have multi-million-dollar homes sitting right next to 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom cabins. So there's many factors that are going to go into pricing the lakefront. Don't get me wrong, price per square foot is always a good starting point. But if you are considering lake frontage, wind protection, water views, and water levels, then you're most likely going to be leaving money on the table. There's a lot of factors that people just look over. So let's start with wind protection. So how frustrating would it be to go out and enjoy the sunset on your new lakefront home, only to be bombarded by these chilly winds just beating you over and over and over? In Big Bear, we get our wind usually going from west to east, meaning if you're looking at an overhead map on the Big Bear Lake area, if you're looking at the dam, it flows from that way over to Standfield Cutoff and Division. If you look at this map here, you see the bays and points sticking out to the different areas. If you're out on these points and you're facing this direction where the wind's coming, your home is just going to get beat by it. It's going to be unprotected. So imagine having a boat out there, sitting at the dock, just constantly getting pounded by those winds. It's just going to cause more wear and tear on the house, more wear and tear on your dock, more wear and tear on the boat. However, if you're out on these points, you're going to also have great 180-degree views. So you got to take pros and cons with this wind protection out on the point. So our next point, views. So everyone is used to maximizing the value of their house based on the views that it has. However, if your view of the water line is too far from your property, that's also going to impact your view. We'll get into that in water depth levels next. Are you facing the direction to capture the sunrise or sunset? Are you also facing the way where we have 4th of July fireworks every year? If you can sit outside, capture the show and not to leave your house, that's going to be amazing. Panoramic views of the valley are also going to pay huge dividends compared to a home stuck between two different houses, and you only get like a little bowling alley view, of the water, of the slice I call it. Water views are impacted by our next topic is lake frontage. I have sold homes on the lake that are smaller in size, but go for higher dollar amounts due to the lake frontage. You're probably wondering, why is that the case? California, we all know land is valuable, and the more you have on the water, the more you command. It's plain and simple. You don't want to be bumped up to another lot. You don't want to have lake frontage for you and your family being too narrow, like the slice I talked about, the bowling alley earlier. If you're investing in the lakefront life, then you need to have the room to do so. Water frontage is unique in that. You might have a larger lot than your neighbor, but what if their actual footprint of the frontage on the water is wider? Someone's going to want that house. They don't care about the front yard. You're going to be caring more about water frontage. Besides, people buy lakefronts to use the lake. Having more frontage means you could use the lake more. You have more access to the water, access to the land, easier to get to your dock if you have one. How nice is it to be able just to walk down to the water instead of finding the crowds at a marina? And you don't want to have to go park and leave your house. Just grab your towel, go outside, you have your whole frontage to use. So to maximize your ROI, let's couple this lake frontage with lake depths. Thankfully, we're only about 7 feet low when I was recording this video, but all long ago, we were over double that, and you could definitely tell. Docks would push out hundreds of feet from their property lines, which goes back to the access. It's a pain to walk hundreds of feet in mud or dry land with the weeds up to your, knees to access a dock, while someone else has deep water that even during, low water drought times. So this is a premium. Now, if your home is on a deep water location, they don't have to worry about that. They weather these storms and these droughts a lot better, while other lakefronts might not have their docks at all. And yours will be a lot closer to your home, and you'll keep your value during that. So you can see why lake levels and depths are a premium. They impact sales, which is why you'll see most lakefronts hit the market around May and June, because our lake levels are usually at the highest at that point. So keep that in mind when you're searching. Make sure you're asking for a deep water location, and so that will also help you sell for the whole time during the year, even if we have less water. So if you're thinking of listing, try to sell during these times, but like I said, if you have a deep water location, that gives you a bigger window. Check to see how deep the water is while you're searching. Keep that in mind. With all that being said, are lakefront homes still selling? The answers are resounding yes. Let me take a quick dive into the numbers for you guys. In 2024, I don't see a big dip happening in the lakefront market. We had a dip in 2022. And it appears we're getting back down, in 2023, it appears we're getting back to more of a normal luxury lakefront market, meaning we have about 1 or 2 sell a month. After COVID, that number jumped way high. We're selling 3 to 4 a month, which is unheard of. Historically speaking, we usually sell 12 to 16, 18 a year. Last year, we were up to 20. This year, we might do about the same number, so I could see that being our new norm. Hopefully, this video answers some of your questions about lakefront sales and lakefront values in general. If you want to take a deeper dive with me, Feel free to reach out to me or send me a message or leave me a comment on the video. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks.